In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between a good and a bad advertisement for your roofing business. And I'm actually going to show you what's going to make or break your advertising because we as a company experienced this not for one of our clients, not roofing companies or in that industry, but we experienced it for ourselves with our marketing to roofing companies, right? And basically, the whole thing that happened there is we were trying to change the client avatar that we're bringing on, gear more towards established sales teams in roofing companies so they can support volume at scale, right? And in this, we changed one thing. One thing. Everything else was the same. Our creatives were the exact same. Our hooks, everything. Really good creatives. But we changed this one thing. And our ads went from 100 to 0 really, really quick. And I'm going to I'm going to show you exactly what that thing is and explain it. And I'm going to use very simple examples of this, of ads that we've ran in the past, like years ago, and some of them, the good ones, are more recently. And it's not anything special. It's not any of the storytelling, creative videos that I often run. These are just picture creatives with a couple of words on them, right? So I'm going to break this down for you and I'm going to break down how crucial this is, right? So these are the bad ads. I'm going to give you two bad ads, one good ad. So this is a bad ad, right? And you're kind of like, okay, why is this a bad ad? It looks good. The text look good. The colors are good. The image is cool. It shows some roof damage. And it highlights that roof damage with a circle. It's creative. It's simplistic. The offer jumps at you, right? So it's like, okay, why is this ad, not a good ad? This next one, okay, this next one here, same thing. Offer jumps at you. It's an advertisement for like a metal roof, right? Which a lot of people love. Um, Offer jumps at you, new roof replacement, $1,000 off, you know, good colors, yellow, very bright, you want to stop when you scroll, right? And then this here is the good ad. Honestly looks worse than the other two. Like it's probably worse in terms of looks. That image isn't the best. The red kind of looks weird with the image. It doesn't really like look too great. I would say the text looks fine. It jumps at you. That part's pretty solid. But why are these ads, completely different in performance, right? This ad, very consistent lead cost across, the entire country, across our entire client base, very, very consistent lead cost. These ads almost got nothing. Like nothing. Like spent money, zero leads, zero sales, nothing, right? And I'm using images to really simplify this because there's so much less nuance in the images than there is in videos, which is what we ran, for our business sales with roofing companies. But here, like, this is the thing. It's the offer, okay? I can't emphasize enough how big of a lever the offer is going to be in your advertising, because if your offer is bad, nobody gives a shit to give you their information. Nobody cares at all. Nobody's going to put their phone number in so you could call them and you could sell them if they don't care about what you sell. It's very simple stuff and it sounds so simple, but oftentimes people forget about it or they don't emphasize it enough, but it is extremely crucial. So if you have an offer that works, keep running it. Okay. Don't switch off the offer because if you do, things can go from 100 to 0. You switch your hooks, you switch your creative style, you could switch everything, absolutely everything but your offer and your ads. Yes, they will dip in performance more than likely, but they're still going to perform. We literally saw nothing but when we changed our offer and we upgraded our offer because we're trying to target people that could do more volume, like 300 to 500 appointments per month was our offer. But first we're saying like we'll get you 100 appointments per month, right? And we could support all that volume and it's all true, but 500 appointments a month sounds crazy, right? So that offer, changing that, which, like, thinking about it logically, you're like, okay, like I'm offering something better, so like it's going to perform, it's going to do well, but it didn't, right? And same thing goes here. Like, I'm sure I haven't ran this because I just know that the lead quality would be absolutely shit. But if I were to run like get a roof for $1,000, then I'm pretty sure the lead cost would be worse just because it's so unrealistic. But it might be different since you're targeting a different type of audience, and they might be more gullible to extreme offers than business owners like you guys. Like you guys are not gonna hear crazy offers, and you guys are gonna think bullshit, right? So it's incredibly crucial. And like the reason these offers don't work, I'll break it down. 25% off your new roof replacement. That doesn't mean anything to anybody because a lot of people are getting quoted at 25 grand or 30 grand, 25% off. They're still spending 20 something G's, right? Like that's a lot of money. Okay. So, that's not the most enticing thing ever, right? And even if they don't have that knowledge, it's like 25% off what? They might not know, the average price for a roof, and they might have heard it from a friend or something, right? So it doesn't mean shit. Like saying 25% off doesn't mean anything, right? And then $1,000 off, same concept. Like $1,000 off, first off, doesn't mean shit because if they're getting quoted 25, 20 grand, and now it's 19 grand, it's like, oh shit, 19 grand. Nobody gives a shit. That's like a couple percents. Like nobody cares. That doesn't like nobody cares about $1,000 off because the price of replacing your roof is so much higher than that, right? So nobody really gives a shit about that offer either, right? And then this offer, it tells you exactly what you're gonna get. Get a new roof for your home for $5,997. Now, I wouldn't really say this without saying starting at or reframing it in the creative too much. So we're not running this as much as we used to, but right here you know exactly what you're getting. And if you can't sell people that come in from these types of ads because it's like too far off, too unrealistic, whatever, then you could put 10,000 and that's still going to perform better than those other ones because it's realistic and it's a good price. People are going to be enticed by that. They're going to be like, okay, that's like a starting at price. Okay. And you got to make sure that's in their head, but that's much lower than those other two creatives, right? It's much lower than what's in their mind when they see 25% off or they see $1,000 off, right? So this really just tells them what they're going to get. It's specific, it's simple, and it works. And it works, so don't change it. Okay? And that's the same thing with what we did and the mistakes we made as a company by trying to target this different demographic. But for whatever reason, that offer 100 appointments when we were targeting, more so everybody worked just as well as it does targeting, more established, sales teams and companies. So don't change your offer if it works. Okay. You could always test offers, but it's a test, right? And it's insane seeing the offer, like how much it impacts this stuff. Like literally things went from good to zero by changing this. And I didn't need to change it. It was just like a logical decision. But logical decisions can't be made without data. And I don't have the data on this because I've never ran ads with that offer before. So you need to make data-driven decisions. If you want to test something, test something. You need to be very particular about it. You can't be changing stuff in your ads and in your scripts without thinking about it and using data with it, right? You're not using logic if you're not using data because you don't know the answers. The numbers give you the answers, give you that data, give you that logic. So quick video, but I just wanted to emphasize this because this is probably a mistake that all you are making if you're just like, my ads just don't work. It's your offer. Like it's going to be your offer. Your creatives could be below average and you have a good offer or you have a offer that works. You'll probably have high lead costs. Your CAC probably won't be good. You might not be profitable, but I guarantee you'll get something, right? It's not going to go 100 to 0 like it did for us, okay? So I wanted to come on here and emphasize that. Check out our other videos. We go over more stuff like ads and sales and lead follow-up and everything under the sun, roofing pretty much besides like roofing material stuff because I don't know shit about that. I'm a marketer. I market for roofers. That's about it. So check out those videos, subscribe, stay tuned, and peace out.